Tiel, what's it like when you're playing a team that's just hitting threes like that with what Adams did? How hard is it every time you try to catch up when he gets one of those?
Man, it's just like me and Emmanuel was talking about before we got here. It's hard to beat a team when you making twos and they making threes. You know, everything, especially when they jumped out on us to the 14-0 lead. You know, we kind of dug ourselves a huge hole and we just couldn't get out of it. And it seemed like every time we would make a run, you know, we would get close and they would answer with a couple of threes, get close again and answer with a couple of threes. So it's tough, you know, it's almost impossible to beat a team when they're shooting the ball like that. And when they have, you know, a guy that's just dribbling down the court and we have a hand in his face and he's just making everything.
What do you think makes you guys so susceptible to other teams shooting threes like that on you?
I think it's just a lack of focus in the scouting report. You know, we knew coming in those guys averaged 20-something threes a game, and we knew they would get it up, you know, and so I don't think we really focused on what we were doing. You know, we got to them a couple times, but we actually got lucky even when we went zone. You know, they missed 2 or 3 threes that was just wide open and rimmed out, and it's, you know, when teams are shooting like that, it's, like I said, it's impossible to beat those guys because they were hot, they got comfortable, they got confident, and they were in the driver's seat the whole game.
How tough is it to fall behind as big as you guys did at home with a good crowd like this?
It's tough. You know, it discourages our fans. It discourages everybody, especially against Wyoming. We knew we would have a good crowd, and, you know, we basically laid an egg out there. So it's embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing.
You guys felt as out of control in the game this season as tonight? The team just dictating the tempo like they did?
Excuse me?
You guys felt as out of control in the game as you did tonight?
You said it best. Like, what did they shoot from 3-point?
17 and 37.
17 to 37. This game right there. Can't do nothing. I think we cut it at like 9 a couple of times, and they came back, hit a big 3. Can't do nothing about that.
Just think it was the lid on the rim, man. We couldn't get nothing early, and that was just
that really hurt us.
Yeah.
Like 14-0, 18-2.
Especially against a team like that. And like I said, they were hitting shots, they were confident. I think I don't know if we were just tight, you know, we were stiff out there, but we can't afford to be stiff against Wyoming when they hitting threes like that in Moby. So it's just our fault.
We can't afford to do that next game. We moving on to the next game.
I know you guys don't really guard Adams, but after he scored 26 in the second half last time, did you guys approach him any differently this time as a team?
Nope, it was the same game plan. I mean, we just put an emphasis on knowing where him and McManaman was. But I mean, obviously it didn't matter because we were there. You know, a couple times we weren't, a couple times we were. He was just hitting some, you know, some horse shots. So it was just his night. He had it going.
We talked the other day about trying to, you know, this team's tendency to maybe try to shoot its way out of trouble from three-point range. Is it really hard to get away from that when you're playing against a team that's hitting threes this way? And like you said, you're trading twos for threes and falling further behind?
Yeah, definitely.
I felt like we came down to a couple of quick threes instead of just chipping in, like 5 home run, 7, 4. But we trying to get all 14 points at one time, and that don't work.
And it was kind of like anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah.
But it was like they were Michael Jordan and we were, you know, I don't know, somebody who just can't do anything out there. So it was just a crime scene. Like I said, I look up, we down 14-0, and they just raining threes. I mean, it was a couple times where I even switched, and I had a hand up, and they was just hitting everything. It was their night. You know, McManaman came in and did his thing. Lieberman did his thing. So they got to give the credit to them because they just came in and dismantled us.